Hi, how are you? My name is Michiel. I'm one of the co-founders of game development outfit HP Studio. Also a co-host and co-founder of the Video Wizards podcast and a regular contributor to the Getting Rinse podcast. And I promised to do this. You know, last time I got a fully boxed brand new NES and I just opened it up and I started playing it. Yeah, it's over here. And some of my friends, some of my associates said that was a crying shame. I should have either put it up for sale, put it in a museum, or at least filmed the unboxing of it. Let me see if the box is somewhere around here. Yeah, I think this is the one. There we go. Zubehör für noch mehr Aktionsspaß. So that was the original box. Got it a couple of years ago from a Nintendo of Europe storage space. And now a good friend who shall go unnamed and uncredited at his request has given me something completely boxed, never opened before, a console, a PlayStation 1 to be exact, and he is pretty sure, he hasn't opened it, we haven't even opened the bubble wrap that it got sent in of course, that it's a Japanese PS1, which would be wonderful, as I definitely would like to have one to play certain games in 60 Hz, of course, like for example, I've got now Japanese copies of Star Gladiator and Tekken 2, some PAL copies will no longer suffice. And of course, get some of those sweet Japanese exclusives. Immediately, I'm thinking about games like Gradius Gaiden and, of course, Einhände. Although that was released in the United States, but you know, the Japanese version is just perfect, will suit me fine. So if this is indeed a Japanese PS1, I'll be very happy with it. And what I'm gonna do is try and unwrap it with one hand while filming with the other. And we're gonna see if it's indeed a Japanese PS1 or whatever it is, and we're going to unbox it just so that certain people will be reassured that this time I have at least documented the unboxing of a previously, never before unpacked classic console. Alright, I think that should get us a decent view. I hope my voice carries. Definitely not doing this very professionally. You know, but what are you gonna do, huh? Let me see. Oh yeah, I can see it now through the bubble plastic. It is, it carries the code NTSC-J. So NTSC, the Japanese variant of it. And yeah, this looks, well, the box is not, it has some damage on it, as you can see, but it looks properly sealed up. Whether this is the original seal or not, I have no idea, but it was definitely sold as such. But I'm thinking, yeah, the box is pretty banged up actually, and this could just be a case of people putting something back in the box, either that or it was damaged in transport, and just pretend, and then just sealing it up and just pretending, and then selling it off like, oh yeah, this is an original sealed PS1. Maybe we'll see more once we open this up, and we can see some more signs of what the actual situation is. This could be just transportation damage. Maybe it is indeed a previously unpacked Japanese PS1. And of course, you know, if it hasn't been, if it's just been kept in box but never opened before, it doesn't mean the box has to be in excellent condition, of course. Yeah. So let me see some of the, show you some of the wear and tear and damage a little bit closer here. For example, there's a big crack over here. And First, what's coming out is the original, not the DualShock variation, but the original PS1 controller. There you go. Original. Yeah, that takes me back. That takes me back all the way to 1996 when my brother bought his European PAL PS1. Funny to hold one of these. That's been a long time since I've held one of these. It feels so much smaller than the. I think they probably are smaller. Like the two prongs are closer to each other. I'm gonna have to compare it later on with the DualShock variations. There's a AV cable which I'm not going to use because I have my RGB SCART cable from the PS2, which theoretically should work with this. There is the power cable, which I will use, and thankfully, because I have a Japanese Sega Saturn, I already have a step-down converter. So that means we should be able to turn the system on without blowing it up. And there you have it. Let's move it a little bit closer. A PlayStation 1 of the NTSC-J variety. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it does look proper mint, I have to say. So it could just be that this is indeed a brand new PS1 from Japan. With a pretty banged up box, you know? Definitely something quite special. So here you go. That's this thing unboxed. Let's check if there's anything else in there. There's a manual. You know, maybe one day if I decide to learn Japanese, I'll be able to fully read it. There you go. There's the manual, the safety precautions, thingies, and instructions. Exclamation marks, what have you. You know, be careful. But yeah, that's it. A JP or NTSC-J PS1 unboxed and unpacked in the year 2023. Alright, bonus material. Let's actually turn this sucker on. As you can see, I'm starting to run out of space for my TVs and consoles, which is a bit crazy. I think it's the couches in this room that take up a lot of space. But you gotta have some comfort as well, right? Alright, let's do it. Turn on the Bang & Olufsen. There you go. Everything should be set up. And then power on. What's gonna happen? Oh yeah. There you go. What? I've never seen this menu. I don't think this was in the European version, right? Didn't look like this. Huh. Let's see. How do we get to the game? I think the buttons are reversed on the Japanese PlayStation. Maybe. Oh, there we go. It does it automatically. How am I going to play Galaga with one hand? Here we go. Push start to Tekken. There we go. Let's check out that glorious intro. Probably need to get some separate memory cards for this as well. Incredible. Check out the FMV, check out the CG cutscenes, intros. Are we back in the 90s or what? Yeah, that is it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole experience.